Hello, YouTube! Active Asshole here with another Glorious Minute. I'm out of my gourd and in the Twilight Zone. That's Active Asshole on pills, kryptonite for conservatives. Dealing with conservatives in recent years, I've come to notice something about the modern right wing. It in part involves the slow process by which they take words from the greater cultural vernacular and twist the meaning of those words, thus transforming words for the sake of making them into just another bunch of rhetorical buzzwords for use in their class war against the 99%. Before you stop me, however, yes, I know. I've already done a short video on the American right's malicious use of logicide in the ideological struggle. Okay, so yeah, we're through that. I've already done an earlier video on the use of logicide by the American right, but I'm doing this video to address something related to the American right's use of that logicide, something that has occurred largely in the last 5 to 6 years. As more time has passed since the end of the Cold War, people on the right have increasingly been using terms such as socialist, communist, and fascist interchangeably. Even though these three philosophies are diametrically opposed to each other, and in spite of all the efforts made by academia and civil activists such as myself and every one of you to debunk their nonsense, conservatives still continue to shamelessly engage in this buffoonery. Just fucknut crazy buffoonery. Those of you who have been paying attention to the work of right-wing reactionaries like Frank Luntz, Glenn Beck, and Jonah Goldberg know what I'm talking about. Now, this activity has perplexed many of us on the left for a long time. Then it occurred to me years ago, conservatives only referred to us as communists and socialists. Only recently did they start throwing in the words fascist and Islamo-fascist into the mix. As the Cold War slips away from our collective memory, the terms communist and socialist aren't really having the same buzz effect that they once did. I believe that the American right's think tank denizens are trying to slowly wean low-information voters onto a new set of rhetorical terms, buzzwords, if you will, changed through logicide that are intended to someday have the same effect on the collective American psyche as the term communism had in the days of the Red Scare. I mean, think about it. Today you hear contrived BS from the right, such as this bullshit idea that the Ku Klux Klan were liberals just because the Old South was largely a one-party region before the Civil Rights Movement, and because those people happened to be part of the Democratic Party, the Klan happened to be part of the Democratic Party, and they ran large swaths of the South, especially the Deep South, for years, for over 100 years after the end of the Civil War. Because they had the label Democrat, conservatives are trying to revise history. They're trying to stretch the truth as much as they can. They're trying to conflate liberals with them through the very loose association of the Democratic Party nationally with the Democratic Party in the South at the time. We really need to do something about making sure that they can't pull this off. I mean, what they're trying to do is, well, they're just trying to make it where when the American people think about they're trying to create an environment where the new boogeymen are conflated with the loyal opposition. They're trying to lump in the loyal opposition with whatever new boogeymen they can dig up. Terrorism being the new thing. They start doing that conflating us with Islamic fundamentalists through some contrived notion right after 9/11. They're throwing in the fascist label in there now. They're throwing in the word fascist because they know the terms socialist and communist, they don't have the same effect. And it's just how do you fight this kind of thing? You know, logicide is very insidious, and you know, they have no respect for the actual meaning of those words. They have no respect for the work of academia. They have no respect for they don't understand political theory, most of the people. And the thing is, I'm hearing some of this BS being repeated by conservatives who went to college and got degrees and everything, so they're informed. They have no, and I mean no, business being this fucking stupid. That's why I realized that's when I realized that that even everyday average conservatives are engaging in this garbage knowingly. They're engaging in this dishonestly knowingly, because they understand that if they can get moderates and non-people who only show up to vote, who feed on sound bites to repeat this garbage, they can get them hooked. Remember, these people, the conservatives, they don't give a shit about human rights. All they care about is money. Money, 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 money. That's all that ever mattered to them. You know, you talk, you know, you think about property rights. No, no, no. Property rights itself and states' rights have pretty much become nothing more than buzzwords for money, 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 set up to look like some kind of entitlement for, you know, for conservatives. It's this. You get where I'm coming from, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. Please. Again, I know I'm making videos less frequently. Uh, I really need to make them more often, but you know, I've been trying to get caught up on some things recently, and being you know, working third shift at Walmart all the time, and getting you know, having to do an hour's worth of driving one way and an hour's worth of driving back. Again, it drains my resources, and it drains my energy, and I just, on top of my shifts, and I just don't have it in me to make you know, to make lots of videos like I used to. You know, only recently have I actually gotten my own bill situation straightened out. Oh God, yeah. But you know, to all of my friends and supporters, thank you for sticking with me. And you know, my videos are going to be less frequent until I can get things squared away completely. But again, thank you. I'm Active Asshole on Pills, Kryptonite for Conservatives. My next video that I'm going to do is going to probably be another book promotion. I have a couple of good titles I'd like to throw at y'all that y'all might be interested in. Again, peace out, guys, and thanks.